guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review and wear test on the brand new One Size Turn Up the Base Powder Foundation. I am really excited to be diving into this and letting you guys know if I think this is worth your cash or not. So before we get started, I do quickly want to introduce myself for those of you guys who are new to my channel. Hi, welcome. My name is Jessica, aka the Mexican Beauty. I make videos on here on all things beauty, lifestyle, and fashion. So I would love for you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. While you're at it, don't forget to hit that notification bell because I'll make sure you never miss a video. Also, please don't forget to follow me over on Instagram, The Mexican Beauty, also on TikTok, The Mexican Beauty, because whenever I'm not here, I'm there posting cool content 24/7. Okay, so I have already applied my moisturizer, eye cream, sunscreen, all that good stuff, just because I like to kind of let that sink into the skin. I'm also wearing some lip balm, and now we can begin applying our primer because it is important to prep the skin. For me, at least it is, because I always like to make sure that I have what I have. So I'm going to be using today my One Size Secure the Blur Primer. I've really been enjoying this stuff. I actually only use it in certain areas. If you watch my videos religiously, then you do know that I like to just stick to this in certain areas where I feel like I need it. So I really go ahead and target it right around the nose. This is supposed to minimize the appearance of enlarged pores, also blurs out the skin in a very perfected way. Okay, so because we are applying a powder foundation today, I do want to go ahead and get my liquid products out of the way. So I'm going to be going in with some concealer first. So I'm going to be taking this Tarte Shape Tape in the Ultra Creamy, the newer version of it, and we are going to be applying this directly on the under eyes just to kind of create that good base. I do use this in the shade Medium Honey in case you guys are wondering. So you guys know that if you do go in with the powder foundation and you do want to apply concealer, it is important to do this step beforehand just so that it doesn't cause your products to separate. Okay, so now that we have our concealer, we can go ahead and move on to the next step. So this foundation, I did pick this up from Sephora. You can find it at Sephora or you can find it on One Size website. I would recommend purchasing it from Sephora just because right now the sale's going on, so you do get that good discount. But when I saw this, I was like, I need to get my hands on this. So I do want to let you guys know a little bit about this product because I think that's very important. So, oh, and also I do want to mention I actually already have a review up on TikTok on this product. So if you want to watch that, it's much faster, literally 60 seconds, then you can go ahead and do that. My TikTok is The Mexican Beauty. Okay, so this is a buttery smooth buildable medium to full coverage powder foundation with a multi-use formula, soft matte finish, and up to 12-hour wear. It is a medium coverage, finishes matte, and it's a pressed powder. It's great for all types of skin. It does visibly blur pores, fine wrinkles, fine lines, texture with a soft focus effect. So you can use this as a powder foundation or you can use this to blot excess oil, set foundation, touch up complexion, whatever you want to use it for, you can definitely use it for that. So it does recommend to either use it with a big fluffy brush, or you can use this with the One Size Puff. Now this does retail for $33. I did get it during the sale, so I did get a little bit of a discount. But also another thing to note is that this doesn't come with a, like a little puff. You know, some foundations come with a free puff. This does not come with a free puff, which I'm not surprised because a lot of higher end products don't come with a free puff. You have to purchase it. This one, they do sell one by One Size, which is $14. So if you're looking for a puff or you're more so a foundation person, maybe that's something to look into. I personally was like, I have a few puffs, so why go ahead and get another one? And it's also like extra money. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna take this puff that I have right here. I did pick this up in the shade Medium 4G. I'm gonna go in and like, it's really nice and pigmented. You guys can see that right away. So they do say that if you want fuller coverage, you definitely want to go in with a puff or like a little sponge or something, because it will give you more of that full coverage because you are pressing a little bit more intensely than you would with a sponge, than you would with a brush. So that's just something to note. This color, I mean, it looks fantastic and it is a little tiny bit more golden, but I do get a little bit more golden when I do pick up some sun. So I think this color will actually be perfect once it's all said and done. But like you guys can see, the skin just looks so nice and perfected. It still looks very skin-like, but it gives you the most beautiful matte finish. I feel like with the forehead, because it's so evened out, it just gives you a perfected look once you apply the powder. I think the nose will be a different story just because I feel like nose is the area where the product tends to kind of separate a little bit easier. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do for the nose is I'm going to just take a little bit of the product and just kind of apply it lightly. I mean, to be completely honest with you guys, I was not expecting this to be mediocre just because I feel like Patrick Starr really does know his powders and he's all about like that perfect complexion. So I was like, I just feel like he's gonna nail this. So this product is definitely buildable, but I don't think you need that much product. I feel like less is more and a little bit goes a long way just because it's so pigmented. You guys can see right here how beautiful and smooth and just perfected the skin looks. It really gives you such a beautiful evened out skin. You guys can see the difference between having product on the face and not having anything. Clearly, it covered all my rosacea. I had probably the same amount of this. Also, you have to put into consideration that I am wearing concealer, so it is kind of concealing up the blemishes already. But I mean, it looks stunning, and I think the color is beautiful. I feel like it feels very lightweight. It doesn't feel heavy like I'm wearing a thick layer of product on top of my skin. So I definitely do think it's speaking true to its claims. It also does give you the most beautiful matte finish, but like almost like that soft effect vibe where it doesn't look like it's this cakey product or a product that's going to just lay on top of your skin. I'm gonna be taking this fluffy brush. This is the JH02 by Morphe and Jacqueline. It says if you want more so of a buildable coverage, you can take a light fluffy brush and just kind of distribute the product all throughout. Just kind of for that more light effect. And you guys can see, definitely covering, but more lightly, more naturally. So it really does work to your liking. It's very customizable to what you prefer in a product, whether you like something that's more full coverage or whether you like something that's more of a natural coverage, it'll do what you want it to do. But I just love how it makes the skin look. It truly makes the skin look so stunning and just gives it its life. Here you do get 0.28 ounces. So it's not quite a lot of product because I feel like typically high-end products give you about like 0.35 ounces or something like that. But this is pretty standard size, I would say, just in general for all powders. But I honestly don't think you would go through this that much just because I feel like the pigment is really good. So I feel like with this, especially if you do use like a puff or a little sponge like this, you will get pretty full coverage faster than if you do go ahead and use a brush. But then again, the people that are using a brush are probably gonna be using less product. The biggest thing for me is that it's a powder that's not laying on top of the skin. It kind of becomes one with the skin. I also really love how it looks with the One Size Secure the Blur primer. I know some people don't like this, but I actually do like this in the areas where I need it. I wouldn't apply this all over the face. I would just apply it in certain areas where you do want that blurred out effect. So it just really depends. You can use something like this for more full coverage. I know it looks really nasty right now. Or you can use a big fluffy brush just to kind of give you all over coverage. Maybe this more so also for like setting your liquid foundation, because you can also use this to set foundation or to blot your oils, stuff like that. I think it's fantastic. So we have this. I think that's enough product. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do now is I'm going to finish off the rest of my makeup. Then I'm gonna come back and give you guys my very first initial thoughts and let you guys know how it's looking. And then we can go ahead and begin this wear test because I am definitely very curious to see how this powder is going to do by One Size as we go through the day. Okay guys, so I am back. I just finished my entire face of makeup. All the details will be listed down below in my description box. You guys can go ahead and check out those items if you guys are interested. But I do want to go ahead and talk about the One Size Turn Up the Base Powder Foundation. So I have to say, this is what it's looking like. It looks so stunning, so beautiful. I did go ahead and do a little bit of bronzing and I did apply some blush. I did go ahead and use a powder blush just because, like I mentioned earlier, it's always best to just use those powder products. Once you have applied your powder foundation, you want to apply creams or any of that because then problems could arise. You could definitely see that it's on and in place. It kind of all just melts in and became one with the skin, which I really did appreciate. I did go ahead and do a little bit of highlight, no issues there whatsoever. So overall, I definitely did have a good experience applying things on top. I just personally feel like when I apply powder foundations, I don't like applying too much on top. I like to apply like the bare minimum, just because I feel like when I do apply a lot of product on top of the skin with powder foundation, things can just get yucky. I feel like powder foundations are more so for that perfected look, and that's definitely what I'm getting out of this one size powder foundation. I feel like it just gives you a very beautiful perfected finish. Let me touch it because I want to see. It doesn't even feel like I have anything on, honestly. So I will let you guys know how it does with a mask and all that good stuff, because I will be running some errands today. And I will also let you guys know how this does in the natural light. So you guys will see next up my in natural lighting clip up close and personal to kind of see how the skin looks and everything all together. Right now it is 9:25 a.m. So we have a full-blown day to really kind of see if this is going to take us through the day and wear nicely. So keep watching. Okay guys, so I wanted to come back, and right now it is 11:09. I just wanted to show you guys how this mask situation is working for me. So I am wearing the mask, and this is all the transfer we've had, which is amazing. You guys can obviously see my lipstick right there, but it barely transfers. Like, it is much better than a lot of the liquid foundations and some other powder foundations I've tried. So definitely very, very impressed with that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and carry on with the rest of my day, and I'll see you guys for my final thoughts at the end of the day. Okay guys, so I am back right now. It is 5 p.m. and I'm ready to give you guys my final thoughts on the One Size Turn Up the Base powder foundation. This is what it's looking like after a long day. I was very pleased with the fact that the skin still looks really nice and in place. I do currently have more so of a combination skin, just because I have mentioned that I've been suffering from some dryness in certain areas, but in other areas I still get very oily. So I feel like it does a really good job of keeping the oils in place for a good amount of the day. You guys know the last time I saw you guys was around, what, like 11 a.m. when I did my little mask checkup. But even before then, we started this wear test at like 9 a.m. So we've been wearing this for quite a day. I have to say, for me personally, I am very impressed. I was also very impressed that it did not really transfer that bad with a mask. The only place that I am noticing right now a little bit, I don't know if it's from the mask or not, it's right here. But that's about it. Everywhere else, it's looking really nice in place. I have to say, I personally think this One Size powder foundation is worth checking out. I think this color that I am wearing in medium 4G is good. It is a little golden, if you guys can see that, but honestly I don't mind because I'm stepping into spring and summer, and I think I definitely will have a little bit of a tan, which will even out with this color right here. But I think for the most part it's perfect. So I definitely recommend checking this out now, especially while we're in the Sephora sale, because I feel like this is the best time to kind of get a little bit of a discount, but also score yourself a really, really good face powder. So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up if you guys enjoyed watching my reviews. And besides that, don't forget to stay safe, stay blessed, and stay beautiful. And I'll see you guys very, very soon for a brand new video. Bye guys.